After the end of the Battle of Endor, we had this great landscape. We have, you know, the Ewoks celebrating. We have Darth Vader burning on a pyre.
Yub nub, do 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 do. Yub nub.
Pretty much, it's the best teddy bear picnic of all time. But we have an ending, and we see Darth Vader, you know, in the flames, which, by the way, made a great Yule log video. And then we have later on in Episode 7, we see Kylo Ren. It's him. He has collected the gnarled helmet of Darth Vader, and it does look a certain way. It looks scary. It looks ghostly. But is that how it really looked? No! This is from David Prowse. He is the man behind the helmet from episodes 4 through 6. This is the actual burned Darth Vader helmet from the movie. It has two pieces, a face covering and a head covering. Both are very frayed because they're made out of fiberglass, which happens when it's burnt. It looks scary. I can't imagine Kylo Ren carrying those two pieces of
like hanging him from a ceiling and like playing with him like it's a mantle, like
you know, Ewok style.
Yeah,
with the
like playing it. Yep, nub. I don't know. Like I think that's awesome that they have the original that they burned. I think that's really fucking cool that they have that. They kept it at somewhere. I think that the ghostly one from the Force Awakens, I think it works. Like, I like it. I don't know that would have worked.
It's evocative of a skull. It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary, but like I think like in my mind I justify the way that the one in Force Awakens looked as like it wasn't made from fiberglass. Like that's very clearly made from fiberglass. So in my head I'm like, oh well, the Force Awakens it was made from a different material that I don't understand because I'm not.
That's an argument, actually, I want to bring up after we look at this next piece of evidence of what should have happened after the Battle of Endor. Some scientists have theorized that it would not have happened the way we saw with the Yub Nub picnic, happy fun time. It would have instead been a death genocide of all of Endor. Let's take a look. Yeah. Basically, watch the rest of that from Tech Insider. I love that dramatic music.
Oh, it's so
it's
funny.
It's 4 times greater than the blast that killed the dinosaurs. And Endor is ridiculously smaller than Earth. So everything demolished. But that is according to our science.
Yeah, maybe the Star Wars science is different.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure Luke could use the Force to stop it. But perhaps Death Star II is made out of materials that we don't know of that would maybe have like, different effects on the atmosphere.
An alloy that dissipates in the atmosphere.
We don't know. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the gravitational pull. I don't know. Can we judge their gravity as different? Can we judge orbit as different there?
We cannot because it seemed that the gravity was normal on the planet. Like when Han Solo was running around and everything else and the AT-STs are walking around, like that's all normal. Like they're not being squashed, they're not bouncing. So you can imagine that the gravity is actually the same. Which actually makes that's a weird question because now it's like, but wait, if this planet is 15% smaller than Earth, the gravity should be about that of the moon. So they should have been bouncing around a little bit more.
We found a plot hole.
This is now, so like unless unless Endor was made of like a denser material.
Maybe their Earth and molten core are different from our own, or different altogether and don't exist.
Or since it's a moon, I wonder if the gravity from its planet that it orbits could like give that moon more gravity? Like, I don't think that's how gravity works.
I don't think that's how gravity works.
I'm trying to justify what they did because you don't see them bouncing around. In fact, you never see that.
I'm going to use my arguments of we don't know what the Death Star was made of, and Luke could also use the Force, because the Force is not quantifiable in our world.
So Luke was like, the Death Star's gonna fall on Endor.
No.
Use the Force. Like, he is the most powerful. He's a god if he does that.
Yeah.
Like,
I like him. I don't know. Leia helped a little.
Leia,
There we go.
She had minor Force. She
could feel that Luke was doing it, and that was it.
Oh, I've got to help Luke. I don't know, like whenever the Death Star explodes, like you see that like boom, and like it seems like the entire.
It wasn't vaporized. There were chunks.
Were there? Like, it seems like it was vaporized to me.
Maybe partially vaporized.
I feel like enough of it was vaporized that Endor didn't have to die.
Well, I mean, we both want Endor to live. Even though I don't care for the Ewoks, and people have yelled at me a lot for it. I don't want them to die. I just don't like them.
I'm not a giant Ewok guy myself, but like I don't want them to die, and especially because Luke and like the rebels are all down there. Like, I don't want them to die because like they destroyed this planet-killing thing that ended up destroying their planet. Like, ironically.
So scientifically, Star Wars doesn't really mesh up with our understanding of science. However, Star Wars science may be different. That is your conclusion of the day. Audience, what do you think? Let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.
Knock, knock.